If they tell the truth, they can win up to $500,000. And if they feel they may not have been truthful during the polygraph test, they can change their answers tonight. So let's meet our first participant.
Lisette Gonzalez is a 30-year-old restaurant hostess from New York City. She was raised in Puerto Rico with her 2 brothers. She has been in a relationship with her boyfriend for 2 years. She was asked over 50 questions by a polygraph examiner. 21 have been chosen for tonight.
Lisette Gonzalez, this is your moment of truth. Welcome to the show, Lisette.
Thank you.
Glad to have you here. Have a seat, make yourself comfortable. You seem very confident coming in here. Are you a little bit nervous?
I'm anxious, but not nervous.
I don't blame you for being a little bit anxious. Are you going to be able to tell the truth in front of all of America tonight?
I sure hope so.
You said there are 6 levels of questioning. The further you go, the harder the questions get. And, as you can see, the more money there is for you to win. You can quit at any time, take the money, but once you hear a question, you have to answer that question. And remember, if you get caught in a lie, even one time, you lose absolutely everything and the game is over. All right?
All right.
You're not only telling the truth in front of all of America tonight, you're also telling it in front of your family and friends who have come to support you. Let's find out who's here with you tonight.
I'm Derek, Lisette's boyfriend.
I'm Alejandra, Lisette's mother.
I'm Diana. I'm Lisette's friend.
Glad to have all 3 of you here. Almost cracking to be on the couch than in this chair, don't you think?
Almost.
Yes. Are you up for this?
Yes.
Set?
Yes.
Then let's begin. Reset level 1, which is where you are now, has 6 questions. If you answer all 6 of those questions truthfully, you win $10,000.
Good deal.
Easy game, right?
Easy.
Now, I know you've been asked a lot of questions, so if you're ever concerned about the answers that you gave on your polygraph, you can change them tonight. Okay?
Okay.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. So do you.
Oh, thanks. Have you always been a natural beauty?
From the inside out.
It's the way God made you.
Yes.
Question 1.
Here we go.
Do your breast implants make you feel more powerful? Boy, we're right out of the box, aren't we?
Yeah.
I would have never known had it not been written on this card.
They look natural, don't they?
I've only looked at your eyes since it started. I don't know what you're talking about. But the question does remain, do your breast implants make you feel more powerful?
Yes, they do.
That answer is true.
Derek, can you feel the power all the way over there?
Yes, I can.
That's one truthful answer, and if this is how we're starting, I'm fearful of where we're going.
All the way up.
Okay, well, I hope so, and I'll be here to help you get there as far as you'd like to go. One question is truthful, 5 more, you get $10,000. Tell me about your job. What do you do?
Well, I've been modeling for 10 years, but I'm also a hostess during the night in a restaurant.
In New York?
In New York, Manhattan.
It's very competitive.
Extremely.
Yeah. Question 2. While working at a restaurant, have you brushed your chest against a customer to get a bigger tip?
No.
No.
That is
Two truthful answers, 4 more, and you win $10,000. What kind of relationship do you have with your mom, Alejandra?
Well, she's my best friend, and she's very sad that I moved and I left her in Puerto Rico. So we're very close. We call each other like 5 times a day.
Yeah. Question 3. Have you deliberately manipulated your mother into thinking you were a virgin?
ears. Yes.
That answer is true.
How old are you, Lisette?
You don't ask that in public.
You don't have to answer. Did you, up until this moment, did you think that she was a virgin?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes. She is. I'm sure.
You're sure she
Oh,
is?
yes. I am sure.
I am.
Keep me out of this one.
I'm trying to keep you out of this one, Derek.
Keep me out of this one.
Your manipulation has worked.
Mark,
Yes, ma'am?
next question.
3 truthful answers, 3 more. You'll have 6. That'll be $10,000. Mom, Derek, and Diana sitting over there. I just want to let you know that you are involved. Obviously, we've already had a question that relates to you, Alejandra. If there's a question that you don't want to hear the answer to, as you know, that's what that button's for. Reach over, hit that button. We'll replace that question with a new one. You can only do it once, though, okay?
Okay.
Just wanted to let you know.
Sure.
3 questions down. Should we continue?
Of course.
Okay. Was your family religious growing up?
Yes, we went to Catholic church. Yes, we pray, we read the Bible, and we know God is on our side.
Question 4. During confession, have you ever lied to a priest? Alejandra, do you think you know what the answer is to this?
Oh, yes.
The answer is
Oh.
your virtuous daughter would never lie to a priest, right?
No.
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 That answer is true.
You know your daughter, Alejandra. 4 truthful answers, 2 more, $10,000. What's the fun of confession if you can't tell the truth, right? That's the whole point, right?
Yeah, it's like lying to God.
Wow. Yeah, I guess you're right.
I am right.
You're very confident, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're pretty sure you're going to make it through 21 questions, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
You seem like the kind of girl, if you want something, you get it, don't you?
Yes.
Every time, huh?
Every single one.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Without a doubt.
No doubt.
Question 5. Have you ever sent naked photos of yourself to a magazine?
Yes.
That answer is true.
That's 5 truthful answers. We've learned a lot about you already. Did you know this, Mom? You approve?
For us, nudity is not a problem. Sex is the problem.
This is your $10,000 moment of truth. Question 6. Would you be happy to look like your mother when you're her age? Your mother is wincing. The answer is on the tip of your tongue. And I need that answer after this break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Moment of Truth. I'm here with Lisette Gonzalez, who has been forthright, completely confident, and truthful through 5 questions. I've just asked you your $10,000 Moment of Truth question. Would you be happy to look like your mother when you're her age?
No.
No. You would not be happy to look like your mother when you're her age.
That answer is true.
Congratulations, you just won $10,000.
Yes.
Good for you. Go ahead and sit down. 6 truthful answers get you $10,000. We'll talk about what you want to do in a moment. But Alejandro, did you hear that answer?
Yes, I did.
And how do you feel?
Track.
He's always telling me to do exercise so I don't look like her.
Derek, you know what they say when you're dating someone. You look at their parents, and you look at their mother, and you know basically, yes. Would you be happy if years down the line?
I'm not in the hot seat. I plead the fifth.
You're not in the hot seat? How old are you, Derek? Younger than me. Let me explain something. When you're not on the lie detector, this is when you lie.
Okay.
Okay, right here. I would be thrilled if she looked like my
Yes,
mother-in-law to
absolutely.
be. Yes, I would be thrilled
Sure.
with that. That's the right answer.
Okay.
It's a gift from me to you. Okay. So with every question from this point on, the game has changed because you now have money.
Right.
Every question from this point, you're risking money. One lie, you lose the $10,000. Is $10,000 what you came here for, or did you hope for more?
$500,000.
Then I'm not going to waste your time asking you whether you want to go or stay.
I'm going up.
The next level, the second round, there are 5 questions. Answer them truthfully, you win $25,000. We flew your mom in from Puerto Rico. Long trip. Glad you're here. Glad you're here together. It must be great to see her. Yes?
Yes,
Yeah?
always.
Question 7. Are you secretly happy that your mother lives far away?
Yes.
That answer is true.
She still loves me the same.
That's 7 truthful answers.
But, there's a time in your life where you have to grow and you have to leave. And I think I spent a lot of years with her and my family, and it was time for me to be alone.
Going to get a little bit more personal now.
I can tell.
When was the last time you talked to your father?
Christmas?
I would take it you're closer to your mother than you are.
Yeah, much closer. My relationship with my father is more like a friendship than a father-daughter. He's a big kid, so he really never grew up. It doesn't mean I don't love him. I just don't feel as connected to him as I do with my mother.
Question 8. If your father were gravely ill, would you move back to Puerto Rico to take care of him?
No.
That answer is true.
8 questions down. 8 truthful. Getting closer to $25,000.
It's a 50-50.
It's a 50-50 split. And are you also from Puerto Rico?
No, I'm American.
Question 9. Do you believe Caucasian men are easier to control than Hispanic men? An answer yet. We'll be right back right after this.
Coming up.
Welcome back to the Moment of Truth. Before the break, I asked you this question. Do you believe Caucasian men are easier to control than Hispanic men?
Yes.
set. Believe he gets to wear them half the time?
I just let him pretend like he can.
You think it's true? Caucasian guys are easier to control? Are you easier to control?
I don't have to control him.
Except you didn't let him answer the question I just asked him.
Thank you,
I
Mark.
think she just answered your question for you.
She answered the
Yes.
question for us both,
Yes,
right?
for both of us.
9 truthful answers. Question 10 is right here. You need 2 more to get to $25,000. I just want to remind you, you can stop at any time to protect that $10,000. Also, you've got a button there you can use if you don't like the question. Would you say you're a passionate person?
Extremely.
Derek?
Yes.
Yes. Diana?
Very.
Everybody knows this.
Yes.
Yes. Question 10. Have you ever been physically violent with a boyfriend?
Yes.
That answer is true.
That's 10 truthful. 1 more, $25,000. Derek, you're a big guy. She ever beat up on you?
Once in a while.
Once in a while.
I'm only aggressive if you're aggressive with me. I have to defend myself.
Right.
No.
She's a tough broad.
I'm getting that.
Yes.
Getting that. Diana's still very quiet over there.
I knew it.
I didn't want you to feel left out.
Okay. Right.
How long have you known each other?
Almost 2 years.
Good friend.
Very good.
Beautiful friend.
Amazingly beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This is a $25,000 moment of truth. Question 11. Would you trust your boyfriend Derek to be home alone with your friend Diana? How long have you and Diana known each other?
Almost 2 years.
Good friend.
Very good friend.
Beautiful friend.
Amazingly beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This is a $25,000 moment of truth. Question 11. Would you trust your boyfriend Derek to be home alone with your friend Diana? Should she trust you to be home alone with Derek?
Yes.
Yes?
Definitely.
Okay, but she's never been under the polygraph, so the question is you. Question 11. Would you trust your boyfriend Derek to be home alone with your friend Diana?
No.
That answer is true.
You just won $25,000. Well done. Good job. You make it look easy. $25,000, and you're more than halfway to $500,000. Now, you wouldn't trust Derek to be home alone with Diana. Is it that you don't trust Diana? Or is it that you don't trust Derek?
The only woman I trust my boyfriend alone with is my mother.
Is that about something, or is it about something in you?
Is that a question that I will win money on? And I'm not answering?
Is it a question you're afraid to answer?
Maybe, maybe not.
Guess we'll never know. Apparently, those Caucasian boys aren't completely controllable, are they? You have $25,000 now, a bigger decision. If you walk away now, you've got $25,000. which is a lot of money. Okay? If you choose to continue, 4 more questions, 4 times the money if you get there. Next level brings you to $100,000. The most money we've given away on this program. You might just be the kind of girl that can go beyond that.
I think so.
You certainly don't have any fear of telling the truth.
No.
But it's trickier than that. So, are we going to continue, or are we going to stop at 25,000?
Let's continue.
Okay. Then we'll continue. What kind of work does your boyfriend Derek do?
He's in internet marketing sales. He has his own business.
He has his own business. Great. Going well?
That's going well.
Question 12. Do you think your boyfriend Derek has ever been unfaithful to you while away on a business trip? You've already mentioned that you're concerned leaving him home alone with your best friend, even though he says there's no reason to be worried about that.
Yes.
Yes.
That answer is true.
That's number 12. Congratulations. Doing well. Derek, she basically believes that you have cheated on her while out of town. She didn't say
Right.
you have cheated. She says she
Right.
believes that you have been unfaithful
Right.
while on a business trip. What do you say to that?
Say false.
It's false.
That answer is false.
Has there been any reason that she would believe that you would have been unfaithful?
Oh, no answer.
No answer.
Once again.
I know the truth.
You know the truth.
Yes. But if he does it again, it's over.
You have 12 truthful answers. Some of them were easy, but some of them, like this last one, was pretty revealing. You want to move on? Question 13 is going to be a tough one.
I'm moving on.
Okay. Before we move on, I will let you know that question 13 is not going to be asked by me. It's going to be asked by a special guest. Do you want to hear it?
Of course it is. Yes, I have to.
You really don't have to.
Yeah, I'm winning the $500,000.
But then you have to.
Of course.
All right, let's bring out our special guest with question 13 right now. Our special guest right here, can you tell everybody who this is?
My first boyfriend, David.
David,
What's up? How are you?
welcome to the show.
Thanks for meeting me.
Glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Can't win money on this question, but if you lie, you lose $25,000.
Right.
All right, David, question 13.
Have you ever regretted breaking up with me?
You want to move on? Question 13 is going to be a tough one.
I'm moving on.
Okay. Before we move on, I will let you know that question 13 is not going to be asked by me. It's going to be asked by... You don't have to.
Yeah, I'm winning the $500,000.
Well, then you have to.
Of course.
All right, let's bring out our special guest with question 13 right now. Our special guest right here, can you tell everybody who this is?
My first boyfriend,
David,
What's up? How are you?
welcome to the show.
Thanks for meeting me.
Glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Win money on this question, but if you lie, you lose $25,000.
Right.
All right, David, question 13.
Have you ever regretted breaking up with me?
yes.
That answer is true.
Well, congratulations. That's your 13th truthful answer. How long did you two go out?
We went out for 2 years, but we had, you know, a very special thing. He was a great man.
David, thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you being part of the program.
Thank you.
Nothing really makes you feel uncomfortable, does it?
No,
Derek, did you know about David?
I knew that he was her ex, of course.
Yeah.
Sure. Yes, I did.
Did that make you uncomfortable at all?
A little bit, yeah, sure.
Okay, you have 13 truthful answers. I want to see you win $100,000. I really do. If that's what you want, I want you to do it. Right here in my hand are questions 14 and questions 15, and they're both tough.
okay.
Maybe not for you, but I would think they're tough. You can stop now and protect your $25,000. Not a chance, is it? Okay, are we ready? Button still in play. Question 14. Have you ever considered getting pregnant just to get Derek to marry you?
Oh my God.
Which would be difficult to do if you're a virgin.
Exactly. No.
That answer is true.
That's 14 truthful answers. It's already been somewhat of a roller coaster. We had your ex-boyfriend David here. Derek has revealed some things, and you know, you have been forthright about some things.
I think the only one who could judge me is God. So,
Well said. Well said. Question 15 is worth $100,000. You have to know that I'm going to ask something pretty juicy to get $100,000, right?
right.
Derek, you ready for this? Question 15 for $100,000. Is your former boyfriend David a better lover than... Question 15 is worth $100,000. You have to know that I'm going to ask something pretty juicy to get $100,000, right?
Right.
Derek, you ready for this? Question 15 for $100,000. Is your former boyfriend David a better lover than Derek?
No.
That answer is true.
That is $100,000. How's that feel?
Great.
Good for you. 100,000. Wow. That's pretty amazing. You don't really care about the money. You're just a better lover, huh, Derek?
That's right.
I don't want you to be lulled into a false sense of confidence. Truthfully, you've answered 15 questions, and if you look at the board, the next level is $200,000, and you only have to answer 3. You've answered 15. I'm here to tell you, so that you know, that while you may be the one who can make it to $500,000, I have tried, but I have never given away more than $100,000. I've had people go beyond $100,000, but they've lost it. Sometimes on questions that seem so easy, I can't believe that was the one that caught. Okay? I have to ask you, And I know that I've warned you. Are you going to lose $100,000 by going on and getting caught in a lie? Are you going to stop and walk away with $100,000? Or are you the one that can make it further? See, you know the questions you've been asked. You know the answers that you've given. But you don't know the results, and I know the results.
I have an angel right here, so I'm going up.
Tell her, do you want her to go on or to
What do you
stay?
think? Want to try one more? No? Okay. Okay, let's go.
I'm going up.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you.
Be careful.
Careful.
When it comes to your career as a model, do you have clear-cut goals of what you'd
Yes.
like to accomplish?
Mm-hmm.
It's a cutthroat business.
It is.
Question 16. Have you ever had sexual relations with someone in an effort to further your career? Your answer?
No.
That answer is false.
The polygraph examiner determined that that answer was a deceptive answer. Fortunately, you've lost the $100,000. Why do you think this came up as a lie? For no ambiguous reason, the polygraph examiner determined that your answer to this question was, in fact, not truthful. And so I have to say, Lisette, you're a lovely girl, and I really had hopes of giving you a lot of money. Unfortunately, that comes up as a lie, and we have to say goodbye. I'm sorry about that. I'm really sorry. Thank you all for being here. You go ahead and if you want. Well, unfortunately for Lisette, that question came up as a lie, and she leaves here with no money. It's all the time we have. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time with somebody new.